Hi, this is Dr. Greg Oliver, and hello again from FatDoctor.tv. Excited to see you again. Well, we're coming up on the end of 2010, and well, by the time you might see this filmed episode from our studio here today, it may already be past Thanksgiving. But we're going to talk about holidays here. Hopefully we can get this up and on the web before Thanksgiving or before you start all the celebrations. Here's what's important. Let's say you focused in the last few months or even this year on losing fat or losing weight, getting down to a leaner and healthier weight. And now you come up on the holidays. One thing I hear from my patients all the time is, well, doc, I gained weight, but you know it was Thanksgiving, or you know it was Christmas, or you know it was this particular holiday. Well, here's the problem with that. Thanksgiving is only one day. Christmas, Christmas Eve, there's a couple of days. New Year's Day, one day. But people get this idea that because Thanksgiving is coming or because Christmas is coming, the whole month is gone. And so they can just eat all they want. So this is why people will typically gain, and statistics vary, but will show anywhere from 7 to 10 pounds over the last 2 to 2.5 months of the year. Well, don't do that. And then don't start January 1st saying, now I'm going to lose weight. This is a recipe for disaster. You know, losing weight through the year, starting on January 1st, trying to make it through the year, and then getting to the end of the year and gaining 10, 15 pounds. So, what do you do on holidays? I know it's tough because we as Americans love to celebrate our holidays, and we certainly love Thanksgiving. And it is a great time to give thanks for all the things we have and all that are going on in our lives, and a time just to spend with family and the people we care about. And yet, you know, what happens in this country is we tend to associate those times with food. There's lots of good food to be had at Thanksgiving, no doubt about it. But here's what I tell patients. Hey, have I ever been guilty of eating too much on Thanksgiving? Absolutely right. But you've got to go into the day very prepared. Because Thanksgiving is full of lots of foods, it also is full of lots of good foods for you. What I recommend is this. If you like turkey, white meat turkey is one of the leanest meats out there. You can certainly get your proteins from turkey on those few days around Thanksgiving. The other thing that's very good are all the kind of what I call the cornucopia of fresh fruits and vegetables. On every table that I've ever set out, there's always been lots of green salads and green vegetables and green beans and broccoli and things like that. Be careful with the sauces and the dressings and the coverings for those. Certainly you're going to probably eat more on that day, and I would be unrealistic to think that you won't, or unrealistic to think that I might not. So you might have some of those carbohydrates like grandma or mom's potatoes, mashed potatoes especially, a little bit of gravy, some of the noodles. You know, the table is going to be full of carbohydrates that smell good, taste good, and make us full. But what you need to do is to take measured portions of those. And then the other thing that you should do on those days, get up early, go for a walk. After eating, rather than laying on the couch watching the football game, you know, at least at halftime, go out and take a walk. If it's in a part of the country where it's cold, well, put on your boots and put on your coat. Get out and make some movement. That'll help to burn up some of those calories and keep the metabolism up a little bit. So, you said, oh, I blew it on Thanksgiving Day. Well, guess what? The day after is not Thanksgiving Day. You shouldn't be having a second feast. So, what I recommend is get out and do something. For a lot of people, shopping is what they do. Great. Park as far away from the mall or the store that you can and take that extra few steps. Make sure you walk the entire mall, even if you're just going to a few stores. Get a little extra activity in. And then, of course, when you're in the mall, they're going to be trying to sell you all kinds of goodies and candies and holiday treats. Just avoid them. Take along a protein bar. Take along a protein shake. Take along something that'll basically give you the calories you need, but not those extra carbohydrates and high-end sweets that you need. So that's how you deal with it. Can you do it? Well, sure you can. Will you do it? I don't know. We'll find out after Thanksgiving. When it comes to Christmas, that's a whole nother one. We get stockings full of goodies. We get lots of treats delivered to the office. Everybody's in a giving mood. But what do? They tend to give lots of things like alcohol and food and candies and pastries. I know, as a physician, a lot of my patients, not my weight loss patients, but my regular family medicine patients, bring in all kinds of their special treats. A lot of them bring in things like baklava and pitizzas and lots of fudge and cookies. And you know, we love that because that tells us that our patients do like what we do in our medical office as far as taking care of their health. We try them sometimes, we taste them sometimes, and sometimes we have our staff take them home, give them out to relatives, give them to neighbors, spread it out a little bit. Make sure all the calories don't just end up in one spot, your stomach. Spread it out. So if you do have things like that, make sure you get it out into the community so everyone can have a little taste, a few calories, and not too much. So those are the kind of things that you need to think about. Be prepared. Be prepared in advance. Certainly don't go into the office one day thinking, well, they'll not have any fats or high calorie foods there today or high carbohydrate foods. You got to know that it's going to be there. So take your own lunch. Take your own snacks. Plan in advance. And if you do have to have those treats, which occasionally we all do, I'm not against them. I'm just for them on a limited and intermittent basis. If you do have to have them, go ahead and enjoy the one that you have, the small slice of that pie, the small piece of that cake, the small corner of that brownie. Really savor the flavor, enjoy it, and then move on, because our total goal is to keep you healthy, and you know that. So don't make the mistake of being that person who gains those 5, 10, 15, and heaven forbid 20 pounds over November, December, leading up to January 1st. Let's start out January 1st, 2011 in a lean and excited way, not in the fat, bloated way that we typically do as we end the holiday season. So I wish you happy holidays, whatever holiday you celebrate, and from us it's a Merry Christmas and a Happy Thanksgiving. But whatever holiday you celebrate, enjoy it with the family, your friends, the loved ones that you have, and enjoy it without all the fat, carbohydrate, and high-calorie foods if you can do it. Until next time, this is Dr. Greg Oliver from Fat Doctor TV saying, I want to see less of you come January 1st. Have a great day.